We could probably name several devices in the history of humankind that would radically disrupt and call for a kind of reconfiguration of culture. The one that comes to mind that's probably had the most impact on humanity is probably the printing press. When the printing press came on, you had society was built mostly around oral traditions. So in religion, the oral tradition is the Mass. It's a representation of the story of Christ, right? So the Mass was the main vehicle by which Christianity spoke about its truths in that time period, right? When the printing press comes along, you start to see a shift away from that to the Bible, right? So now that you can print the Bible, now you have a record, a different way of recording the life of Jesus or the works of Jesus or the history of Christianity or the history of Judaism, right? So suddenly you've got a different way of thinking about and presenting the beauty of the culture that existed before. Whereas before it was more in an oral presentation, recitation, a singing together of the Psalms. Now it becomes a reading, and it radically changes culture, so much so that religion changes. You get the Reformation because of the possibility of the printing press. Not only does religion change, but you also see politics begin to change at that time. So the technology itself sort of reconfigures. And we also see, because of the printing press, we actually see a different way of thinking about nature. So it even changes the way we imagine science and what we imagine science to be doing. So the printing press is one of those moments that was really pivotal in a technology, really pivotal in changing our imaginations about how we live together, how we live in the material world and in the scientific world. AI may be doing the same thing. We may be at one of those really important moments, right, where we have to rethink politics, we have to rethink religion, we have to rethink even science itself as we engage with these novel technologies. If we take the printing press as the example, it was kind of a major thing in Europe, and it changes Europe, and then it goes on to change the world. We're in a different moment now. We are so interconnected now because of all kinds of other technologies that AI will have ripples into every corner of the world. And it'll even have ripples into parts of the world that don't have technologies. It will have effects on our ecology. So we have to come together. I mean, this is a moment where the disruptions are so caustic and problematic for all of humanity. So gathering together in Oxford from all corners of the world has been a good thing.